Good morning, this is Bob Mason from FX Empire and welcome to the daily crypto tech review of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin and Ripple's XRP. We're looking at the MACDs, the moving averages and the day's support and resistance levels. It is Friday the 12th of February. Jumping straight into Bitcoin against the US dollar and the hourly candlesticks, it's a bullish start to the day. Gonna need to see Bitcoin avoid the pivot at 46,841. to take a run at the first major resistance level sitting at 49,765. Going to need to see support from the broader market for Bitcoin to break out from this morning's new swing high, 48,945. So barring an extended crypto rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level and resistance at 50,000 to cap any upside. In the event of an extended rally, should see Bitcoin test the second major resistance level at 51,522 before any pullback. Before through the pivot, we'll bring the first major support level at 45,084 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Bitcoin should steer clear of sub 45,000 levels. Second major support level sits at 42,161. Looking at the MACD, we've got a widening of the bullish histogram this morning, supporting this early morning upside. On the EMA, the 50 has pulled away marginally from the 100 and the 200, also giving a bullish signal. So key through the early part of the day, avoid the pivot at 46,841, break out from the morning high 48,945 to bring resistance levels into play. Failure to do that and support levels are in play. Moving across to Ethereum against the US dollar, also bullish this morning. Going to need to see Ethereum avoid the pivot at 1770 to take a run at the first major resistance level sitting at 1836. Going to need to see support from the broader market for Ethereum to break back through to 1830 levels. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level and swing high at 1839 to cap any upside. In the event of an extended rally, should see Ethereum test resistance at 1900 before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 1885. A fall through the pivot will bring the first major support level sitting at 1721 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Ethereum should avoid sub 1700s. Second major support level sits at 1655. Looking at the MACD, we've got a bullish cross this morning supporting the early morning upside. On the EMA, the 50s moved away from the 100 marginally, also giving a bullish signal. So key would be to avoid the pivot at 1770 and break back through to 1830 levels to bring resistance levels into play. Failure to do that and support levels will be in play. Moving across to Litecoin against the US dollar, also bullish this morning. Going to see Litecoin avoid a fall back through the pivot at 184.41 to take a run at the first major resistance level, staying at 193.04. Going to need to see support from the broader market for Litecoin to break back through to 193 levels, however. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level and swing high at 195.15 to cap any upside. In the event of an extended rally, should see Litecoin test resistance at 200 before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 202.27. Fall back through the pivot will bring the first major support level at 175.18 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Litecoin should still well clear of the second major support level at 166.55. Looking at the MACD, we've got a narrowing of the bearish histogram at the start of the day, so keep an eye on that. We could see a bullish cross. On the EMA, the 50s holding its ground against the 100 and the 200, but nothing conclusive. So key through the early part of the day would be to avoid fall back through the pivot at 184.41 and break back through to 190 levels to bring resistance levels into play. Failure to do that and support levels will be in play. Moving across to Ripple's XRP against the US dollar, it's a bearish start to the morning. Going to see Ripple's XRP avoid the pivot at 0.5212 to take a run at the first major resistance level, sitting at 0.5434. Going to need to see support from the broader market, however, for Ripple's XRP to break back through to 0.54 levels. Barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level to cap any upside. In the event of an extended rally, should see Ripple's XRP test resistance at the 62.6% fib at 0.5522 and the second major resistance level at 0.5577. A fall through the pivot will bring the first major support level at 0.5069 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Ripple's XRP should steer clear of the second major support level at 0.4847. Looking at the MACDs, we've got a narrowing of the bearish histograms and we could see a possible bullish cross, so keep an eye on that. On the EMAs, 50's holding its ground against the 100 and the 200, nothing conclusive there to support direction early on. It's key through the early part of the day, avoid the pivot at 0.5212 and move back through to 0.54 levels to bring resistance levels into play. Failure to do that and support levels will be in play.